Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Ala Zafira binti Azman and I am from J4EM1104B. My student ID is 2019428316. So today I will be presenting about impact of jet. The objectives of this experiment is to measure the reaction force produced by the impact of a jet of water on various target vane surfaces, to investigate and determine the force required to keep a target at the datum level while it is subjected to the impact of a water jet, and lastly to compare and analyse the experimental results with the theoretically calculated values. Next is the apparatus of impact jet. There are a few components of impact jet apparatus, which is pointer, spring tension adjuster, wing nut, interchangeable target, brass weight, weight carrier, weight problem, spring screw nut, and interchangeable nozzle. Okay, move on to the procedure of this experiment. Step 1. Open the weight platform by unscrewing the screw nut and screwing the wing nut. Step 2. Attach the 5mm nozzle onto the bottom vertical shaft and hemisphere target vane onto top vertical shaft. Step 3. Close the weight platform by unscrewing wing nut and screwing the wing nut. Step 4. Position the weight carrier on the weight platform. Step 5. Adjust the spring tension adjuster to ensure the distance of 20mm between the nozzle and the target vane by first pressing the spring until the target vane touches the nozzle. Step 6. Move the pointer so that it is aligned to the weight platform. Step 7. Release the spring and adjust the spring tension adjuster to ensure distance between the weight platform and the pointer is 20mm, and then record this value as H. Step 8. Then move the pointer so that it is aligned to the weight platform that is floating in mid position. Step 9. Turn on the pump and establish the water flow by steadily opening the bench control valve until it is fully open. Step 10. The target vane will now be deflected by the impact of the jet. Add weights onto the weight carrier until the weight platform is again floating in mid position. Weight platform aligned with pointer. Step 11. Measure and record the flow rate together with the corresponding value of weight on the weight carrier. Observe the form of the deflected jet and note its shape. Please record and calculate the values carefully as to avoid any error, such as transcriptional error. Step 12. Reduce the weight on the weight carrier in steps and maintain balance of weight platform by regulating the flow rate for a few steps, each time recording the value of flow rate and weight on the weight carrier. Step 13. Close the control valve and switch off the pump and repeat the experiment with different target vanes and nozzles. Jet impact is used to generate energy, which is one of its applications. The impact of the jet is used to rotate the turbine, namely the Pelton wheel in the generator. The force applied by the water jet is tangential to the wheel. The tangential forces of the water jet provide a maximum moment and torque on the wheel, increasing the mechanical energy of the Pelton wheel. The wheel's rotational energy is subsequently turned into electrical energy. Water jet cutter is another application of water jet. Water jet cutters can slice metal or other materials by combining high pressure and high velocity water jets with abrasive substances. The method of water jet cutting is comparable to natural water erosion, except it is significantly accelerated and concentrated. So, to conclude this experiment, moving fluids, whether in natural or artificial systems, can exert forces on objects that come into touch with them. To evaluate fluid motion, a finite section of the fluid is often chosen, and the gross effects of the flow, such as its force or torque on an object, are calculated by computing the net mass rate that flows into and out of the control volume. These forces can be calculated using Newton's second law or the momentum equation as in solid mechanics. The momentum equation can be used to calculate the force exerted by a jet of fluid on a flat or curved surface. These forces must be studied to understand fluid mechanics and hydraulic machinery. The momentum equation is used by engineers and designers to properly quantify the force that a moving fluid can exert on a solid thing. Turbines, for example, are used to generate electricity in hydropower plants. Turbines rotate due to the force implied by one or more tangentially directed water jets upon the turbine's vanes or buckets. The impact of the water on the vanes causes a torque on the wheel, which causes it to rotate and create energy. And I think that is all from me. Thank you.